Isn't it strange? The older we get, the more the tiniest things start to feel like miracles. A warm sunrise over your quiet neighborhood street. That single, perfect piece of dark chocolate waiting for you in the kitchen. The feeling of sinking into a hot bath after a long, exhausting day. A lazy Saturday with absolutely nothing on the calendar. Or just a completely silly, uncontrollable laugh with a close friend. When we're young, these things barely even registered on our radar. They're just background noise. But later in life, they hit differently. They feel bigger, richer, almost magical. Magical. So, why does this happen? Why do these small, simple pleasures matter so much more as we get older and especially when we're going through tough times? Stick around, because the answer might completely change the way you see your own daily life. When we're just starting out, our appetites are huge. We crave scale. We want adventure, fireworks, drama. We dream of changing the world, chasing these massive careers, finding that one perfect soulmate, and leaving a mark that will last forever. And let's be honest, we get bored ridiculously fast. We can be standing at the edge of the Grand Canyon, one of the world's greatest wonders, and after just 5 minutes, find ourselves scrolling on our phones. We blow right past the profound mysteries of life without even pausing to think. We rarely pull over on the side of the road just to notice the way the light is hitting the trees or the color of the sky. But then, something shifts. Somewhere along the way, our ambition flips its direction, and the trigger for this change usually isn't joy, it's pain. The more life throws at us heartbreak, illness, family fights, career collapses, financial stress, the constant churn of political mesista, more we start to notice what's left. We start searching for what still feels pure, calm, and hopeful in the wreckage. Think about it after you've cried through a long, dark night, after months have been wasted in pointless arguments, after a wave of grief leaves you feeling completely empty and alone in the bathroom at 2 a.m. Suddenly, a simple walk in the park or the sight of a bird on a fence feels like a genuine gift. It's a lifeline. And that's the paradox, isn't it? Difficulty teaches us how to treasure simplicity. It's often the people who've been through the absolute hardest things, battling cancer, caring for a loved one with dementia, going through a painful divorce, getting laid off, or wrestling with their own mental health, who learn to savor the things that the rest of us just overlook. They're the ones who really see the blossoms in the spring. They feel the peace of a quiet train ride. They hear the pure joy in a child's giggle. They notice the way the moon looks on a summer evening, hanging right above their own house. For a 5-year-old, an ice cream cone is just, well, ice cream. It's a sweet treat, and that's it. But for the grandparents sitting right beside them, that same ice cream cone is magic. Why? Because they're not just seeing the cone, they're seeing the tiny, chubby fingers holding it. They're seeing their own grown-up child, now a parent, loading the car nearby. They're seeing the soft, small body of this little person they love so much. They're hearing a house finch singing in a tree, and in that moment, the sound feels sacred. The child doesn't yet understand the fragility of life. They don't know how quickly a moment of joy can vanish, but the grandparent knows. And that knowledge, that deep understanding, changes everything. Who appreciates a boring, drama-free day more than the person who once faced endless conflict at home? Who delights in a simple, easy conversation more than someone who spent years struggling to explain themselves in a relationship that nearly broke them? And who savors a single scoop of vanilla ice cream more than someone who knows, deep down in their bones, that they might only have a few summers left to enjoy it? The smallest pleasures are rediscovered over and over again throughout our lives, but the people who rediscover them first and feel them most powerfully are usually the ones who've walked through the deepest valleys of suffering. They know just how fragile joy is, and that's precisely what makes it shine so much brighter when it appears. So maybe that is the hidden gift inside of hardship. The tougher life gets, the more it trains our eyes to see the beauty in the little things. A square of chocolate, a friendly laugh, a quiet walk. The things we once completely overlooked become our most cherished treasures. So, I have a question for you. What's one small thing in your day that you usually take for granted, but that might actually be your biggest gift? Drop your answer in the comments below. I would genuinely love to read them. And if this video gave you a fresh perspective, please hit that like button, share it with someone who could use this reminder today, and subscribe for more content about finding meaning in our everyday lives. Because sometimes, the smallest joys turn out to be the biggest ones after all. Thank you for watching.